Stop! Before you spend thousands of dollars on your next car, you need to watch this. Some of the most popular vehicles on the market right now have serious hidden issues, problems that dealerships won't tell you about. And by the time you find out, it could be too late. Imagine buying your dream car, only to realize it has a recall history longer than your grocery list or repair costs that will drain your wallet. From unexpected breakdowns to dangerous safety flaws, these cars could turn your investment into a nightmare. But here's the good news. Today, we're exposing 10 cars you should think twice about before buying. Some of them are bestsellers, others might seem like a great deal, but behind the shiny exteriors, they're hiding major reliability issues, high maintenance costs, and frustrating recalls. One car on this list has had over 7 recalls in a single year, while another has a design flaw so bad that it could put you at risk on the road. And if you own one of these already, you might want to start preparing for some expensive repairs. So, which cars made the list? And what are the red flags that most buyers miss? Let's get into it. If you're considering a Jeep Cherokee, you might want to think twice. While Jeep is known for its rugged design and off-road capability, the Cherokee has developed a troubling reputation, one that could cost you big money in repairs. First, let's talk about reliability. According to Consumer Reports, Jeep ranks near the bottom in dependability, with the Cherokee being one of the biggest offenders. Owners have reported frequent transmission failures, electrical malfunctions, and engine stalling, issues that can leave you stranded at the worst possible time. And it doesn't stop there. Over 60,000 Jeep Cherokees have been recalled due to a dangerous power liftgate fire risk. Yes, you heard that right, a fire risk. Imagine parking your car in the driveway, only to find out later that a simple malfunction could lead to something catastrophic. Even if you avoid recalls, you're still looking at hefty maintenance costs. Mechanics have warned that repairs on the Cherokee's 9-speed automatic transmission can be frustratingly expensive, with many owners paying thousands of dollars out of pocket after their warranty expires. So, is it really worth the gamble? With so many SUVs offering better reliability, fewer recalls, and lower long-term costs, the Jeep Cherokee might not be the best choice for your next ride. But if you think this is bad, wait until you hear about the next car on our list. It has even more recalls in just 1 year. Let's keep going. Vroom! If you're thinking about buying a Kia Sportage, this might change your mind. While the Sportage has gained popularity for its sleek design and affordable pricing, there's one massive problem: serious safety recalls. One of the biggest concerns: fire risks. Over 100,000 Sportage models were recalled due to a dangerous braking system defect that could cause the car to burst into flames. Yes, you heard that right. Just parking your car could put your safety at risk. This recall has left many owners frustrated and alarmed, questioning whether they made the right choice. And if you think that's the only issue, think again. Owners have also reported electrical malfunctions, weak transmissions, and unpredictable engine failures. Some drivers have experienced sudden power loss on the highway, turning what should be a smooth ride into a terrifying situation. Kia has made efforts to fix these problems, but with so many recalls piling up, it's hard to ignore the pattern. And let's not forget resale value. Cars with a history of major recalls tend to lose value quickly, meaning you might have trouble selling or trading it later on. So before you sign that contract, ask yourself, is saving a little money up front worth the risk of expensive repairs and potential safety hazards? And if you think this is shocking, wait until you see the next car on our list. It's a luxury SUV with a reputation so bad, even experts warn against buying it. Let's dive in. Vroom! The Land Rover Defender might look like the ultimate adventure SUV, but behind its rugged design lies a shocking truth. This vehicle is one of the most unreliable luxury SUVs on the market. And if you're thinking about getting one, you need to hear this first. Let's start with reliability. Despite its reputation as a tough off-roader, The Defender has been consistently ranked poorly in reliability surveys. According to JD Power and Consumer Reports, Land Rover ranks among the worst brands for dependability, with frequent mechanical failures, software glitches, and electrical system malfunctions. But it gets worse. Owners have reported sudden suspension failures and water leaks inside the cabin. Yes, in a luxury SUV that costs over $50,000. Imagine paying top dollar for a car that leaks when it rains and has suspension issues that could leave you stranded in the middle of nowhere. And let's talk about maintenance. Land Rover repairs are notoriously expensive, with routine fixes costing far more than other luxury brands. If something goes wrong outside of warranty, you could be looking at repair bills that easily reach thousands of dollars. For an SUV that's marketed as an off-road beast, the Defender spends more time in the shop than on the trails. So if you're looking for reliability and peace of mind, you might want to look elsewhere. But if you thought this was bad, wait until you hear about the next car. An electric luxury sedan with a dangerous braking issue that could put you at risk. Let's keep going. Vroom. The Porsche Taycan is sleek, fast, and one of the most exciting electric cars on the market. But here's what they don't tell you. This luxury EV has some serious issues that could cost you a fortune, or even put you in danger. Let's start with reliability. You'd expect a high-end car like Porsche to be built to perfection, but the Taycan has been plagued by braking system failures and battery-related recalls. Some owners have reported sudden power loss while driving, which means the car can completely shut down in the middle of the road. Imagine cruising at highway speeds only to have your car instantly lose power. And if that wasn't enough, the braking system has a known defect that has led to multiple recalls. Some drivers have complained about brakes failing unexpectedly, which is a terrifying thought for anyone who values safety. For a car that's supposed to be cutting edge, these issues make it feel more like a ticking time bomb. Then, there's the cost of repairs. EV battery replacements and software fixes for the Taycan can cost thousands of dollars. Even small repairs are significantly more expensive than other electric cars like Tesla or BMW's i-Series. So, while the Porsche Taycan may look like a dream, its reliability is turning into a nightmare for many owners. But if you think this is bad, just wait until you hear about the next car. A luxury SUV with so many issues, even dealerships are struggling to sell them. Let's get into it. Vroom. The Mercedes-Benz EQE SUV was supposed to be the future of luxury electric SUVs. But instead, it's turning into a huge disappointment. And if you're thinking of buying one, you need to hear this first. Let's talk about the biggest red flag: power loss issues. Imagine driving a luxury SUV, and out of nowhere, the car completely shuts down. That's exactly what's happening with the EQE SUV. A major recall was issued because of a faulty electrical system that can cause the vehicle to lose power while driving. A dangerous flaw that could leave you stranded in the middle of the road. And if that's not bad enough, owners are frustrated with the infotainment system. The touch controls are overly complicated and distracting, making even simple tasks like adjusting the air conditioning more difficult than they should be. For a high-end SUV, this kind of tech frustration is the last thing you'd expect. Then there's the reliability problem. Mercedes-Benz has been struggling with EV dependability, and the EQE SUV is no exception. Owners are reporting frequent software glitches, charging issues, and poor build quality. Some even say the materials feel cheap for a vehicle that costs over $75,000. So, while the Mercedes EQE SUV promises luxury and innovation, it's falling short where it matters most: reliability, safety, and user experience. But if you thought this was shocking, just wait until you hear about the next car, a best-selling luxury sedan that has been recalled more than any other car this year. Let's get into it. Vroom. The BMW 3 Series has long been a fan favorite among luxury sedans, But if you're thinking about buying one, you might want to reconsider. Despite its reputation for performance and prestige, the 3 Series has been hit with recall after recall, and the latest issues are more serious than ever. Let's start with the numbers. In 2024 alone, BMW issued 7 recalls for the 3 Series, affecting thousands of vehicles worldwide. The biggest concern? Airbag malfunctions. Some models were found to have faulty airbags that might not deploy properly in a crash, putting drivers and passengers at serious risk. And that's not all. Owners have also reported major software and electrical problems. One of the most frustrating? The starter motor software glitch that has left many drivers unable to start their cars without taking them to the dealership. Imagine being late for work, only to find out your luxury car refuses to turn on. Then there's the expensive maintenance. BMWs are already known for high repair costs, but with frequent recalls and software bugs, owning a 3 Series could mean spending more time at the service center than actually enjoying your car. So, while the BMW 3 Series might look like the perfect mix of sportiness and luxury, its recall history and reliability concerns make it a risky investment. But if you think this is bad, wait until you hear about the next car, a popular SUV that's frustrating owners with one of the worst engine issues we've seen in years. Let's keep going. Vroom. The Hyundai Tucson is one of the most popular SUVs on the road. But if you're looking at a 2015 model, you might want to think twice. Mechanics are warning buyers to stay away because of a serious engine problem that could leave you with a massive repair bill. One of the biggest issues? The engine randomly enters limp mode. This means the car suddenly loses power, limiting speed and performance. Imagine driving on the highway only for your SUV to slow down without warning. A terrifying situation that could put you at serious risk. And it gets worse. Owners have reported loud knocking noises from the engine, which is often a sign of internal damage. Some drivers have had their engines completely fail, leading to costly replacements that can run up to $7,000 or more. This problem is so bad that many Tucson owners have had to fight for warranty coverage, and some didn't get it. That means if you buy a used 2015 Tucson, you could be stuck paying thousands of dollars out of pocket. So, while the Tucson might seem like a budget-friendly SUV, this model year comes with major risks that could cost you more in the long run. But if you think this is shocking, wait until you hear about the next car. It's one of the most hyped trucks of all time, but it's already facing multiple recalls and serious build quality issues. Let's dive in. Vroom. The Tesla Cybertruck was supposed to be a game changer, but early owners are already facing serious problems. And if you're thinking of buying one, you need to hear this first. Let's start with the recalls. In just a few months, the Cybertruck has already been hit with 6 major recalls. One of the worst? A faulty drive inverter that can cause the truck to lose power while driving. Imagine cruising down the highway and suddenly your truck shuts off. That's not just an inconvenience, it's a safety hazard. And then there's the build quality. Early owners have reported misaligned body panels, malfunctioning rearview cameras, and poor finishing. Some trucks have even been delivered with rust spots straight from the factory. For a vehicle that's been hyped up for years, these quality control issues are unacceptable. But here's the biggest shocker. The Cybertruck's stainless steel exterior might look futuristic, but it's a nightmare to maintain. The sharp edges and bulky design make repairs difficult and expensive. And if you get a dent, good luck fixing it. It's not like a regular truck where panels can be easily replaced. So, while the Tesla Cybertruck might look cool on the outside, its growing list of recalls, quality issues, and repair costs make it a risky investment. But if you think this is bad, wait until you hear about the next car, a so-called luxury sedan with some of the worst customer complaints in the industry. Let's get into it. Vroom. If you're thinking of buying a Jeep Grand Cherokee L, you might want to hold off before making that decision. While this extended version of the Grand Cherokee promises more space and comfort, it also brings a long list of reliability issues that could leave you frustrated and out of pocket. One of the biggest concerns? Electrical problems. Owners have reported glitchy infotainment screens, failing touch controls, and random system shutdowns. Imagine relying on your navigation system, only for the screen to freeze or go completely black while you're driving. That's not just inconvenient, it's dangerous. And then there's the transmission. Multiple reports highlight delayed shifting, rough gear changes, and sudden jerks while driving. For an SUV marketed as a smooth and comfortable ride, these issues make for a frustrating driving experience. Suspension problems are another red flag. Some drivers have complained that the Grand Cherokee L doesn't handle well on uneven roads, making it feel unstable and less capable off-road, which is ironic considering Jeep's reputation. With high repair costs and a history of mechanical issues, this SUV might not be worth the risk. If you're looking for a reliable full-size SUV, there are much better options out there. But if you think this is bad, wait until you hear about our next car, an electric truck that's already raising serious red flags. Let's get into it. Vroom. The Rivian R1T is one of the most talked about electric trucks in recent years, but don't let the hype fool you. While it boasts impressive off-road capability and a futuristic design, early buyers are already running into major problems, and they're not cheap to fix. One of the biggest concerns: battery degradation and charging issues. Some owners have reported that their R1T's range is significantly lower than advertised, making long trips a gamble. And when they do stop to charge, software glitches and inconsistent charging speeds have turned what should be a quick pit stop into a frustrating wait. And speaking of software, glitches are everywhere. From random system reboots to malfunctioning touchscreen controls, Rivian's in-car tech is proving to be far from reliable. Imagine trying to adjust your climate control or use navigation, only for the screen to freeze or shut off completely. That's not just annoying, it's a safety concern. Then there's repair availability. Since Rivian is still a new company, finding replacement parts or qualified service centers can be a nightmare. Some owners have had to wait weeks, if not months, for even minor fixes, which is unacceptable for a truck with a starting price of over $70,000. So, while the Rivian R1T might look like the future of electric trucks, its reliability issues, software problems, and long repair wait times make it a risky investment. And when you're spending this much money on a vehicle, the last thing you want is to feel like a beta tester. Now that we've covered all 10 cars you should avoid, let's wrap things up with some final thoughts and what you can do to make sure you don't end up regretting your next car purchase. Vroom. Buying a car is one of the biggest investments you'll ever make, and the last thing you want is to end up with a money pit filled with recalls, breakdowns, and endless repairs. From the Jeep Cherokee's reliability nightmare to the Tesla Cybertruck's shocking recalls, every vehicle on this list comes with hidden risks that most buyers never see until it's too late. Some of these cars are prone to dangerous safety issues, while others will drain your wallet with expensive maintenance. And let's be honest, no one wants to spend more time at the repair shop than on the road. The truth is, just because a car looks good or has a big-name brand doesn't mean it's the right choice for you. So, before you sign that contract, do your homework, check for recalls, and research owner reviews. A little extra time today could save you thousands of dollars and a massive headache down the road. Now, we want to hear from you. Have you ever owned one of these cars? Did you have a good or bad experience? Let us know in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss out on more must-know car buying tips.